Hello friends, Damson here from Other Miniatures, and today I'm going back to old way of recording videos, no face cam. I'm gonna be honest, I broke a tooth, so yeah, I'm kind of screwed for next couple of weeks, but we're gonna be turning this into, and yeah, it's still the same, yeah, but we're gonna be turning this into this. Okay, so we have this bad boy, and I decided that it's gonna be a jet car, because my goodness, look at that shape, it just... Yeah, and I already tried to cut off the wheel, but yeah, I failed, and I need to keep those wheels because I'm gonna be using them as a jets for this one. So yeah, let's try to not lose fingers and the wheels in the process. So we have this, and look at it. It's a beautiful little jet. I'm thinking that I'm gonna be using those just like that. Yeah, and then we're gonna use something else, and then we're gonna think how to make it even more interesting. Yeah, so I don't know which sponsor we're gonna go for. Yeah, but I'm thinking one of those Japanese ones, would work, or maybe even a Mars Racing League. But yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna mount the wheels. I think with the inside of the wheel, the proper way would be nice to have them mounted like jets. Then we're gonna make pipes out of piece of rubber. Yeah, just connect it. Yeah, and then we're gonna think about that. So let's go for a montage. So now that we have this assembled, I decided to paint it in white, and then we're gonna be picking up with these metallic colors. But first the body itself, and we're gonna be using this sand golem. I was thinking about something bony like paled bone, but it basically doesn't really taint the body too much even. So I want to basically get the original body, which was a beautiful blue color, painted with this, and then we're gonna switch over to other colors. I'm gonna be using all of those metallics that I have in here. Like I'm thinking about the hoplite gold to cover the windows, and then we're gonna be thinking about other colors. It's just I want to make it a little bit different than what I would do usually. So yeah, I just mess around with this. Yep, I'm gonna be back after I have this all filled up in the brown. Now that we have the bronze put in, we're gonna go with the hoplite gold, and we're gonna pick up the windows like I said, and then a couple of other details. And I really just want to check that color, because before that I didn't really have any reasons to use it. Yeah, and oh, it's sexy. I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised how good this color looks like. I was thinking it's gonna be more like most of the speed paints, a little bit, on the weird side, but my god, it's pure. Look at that coverage. Wow, this is beautiful, and I'm so happy that I tried it, because I was thinking it's gonna be just little bit meh. Okay, so I'm gonna use this as well for that spoiler and for those two on the back that I added, because I did put a lot of paint out, so why not use it for something cool? Yeah. So now, actually I'm gonna include this front one and the lights on this car. Yeah, I'm just sometimes you just take the paint, start using it, and you are in shock how good it is, and that's exactly that moment for me. I actually never tried that paint before. I have it for months now, and it's just beautiful. The coverage is wow. I never have such an easy job with gold paint, because gold paint tend to be and that's what I want to say about the gold paints, because they are always a pain in the arse, and this one is just easy. Yeah, so shout out to guys from the Army Painter. That gold is beautiful. It does exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Just like a lot of those speed paints, they are good, but they have specific use case. But this gold you can use with everything, and it's gonna work for you. So if you're looking for a good gold, yep, no, this, not this, this hoplite gold Army Painter, I'm in love. Yeah, and you know that I'm rarely so enthusiastic about any kind of paint, because I don't like painting. Probably because I always had quite shitty paints. So yeah. Okay, now those pieces in here that we have left, we have to go with metallic, but those two fins on the back, on the bottom, I want to use a bronze color, because I haven't used any bronze color before, and I have two different shades of bronze. I have Horde bronze and I have Talos bronze, but I want to actually get the Talos bronze, because again I haven't used it before. So let's try it. Yeah, let's see how good it is, if it's gonna be as good as I think that I tried before, but I don't remember, to be honest. If it's as good as the hoplite gold, I'm gonna be just over the moon. Let's try it. Yes, it is as good as Hoplite Gold. Ooh, haha. A lot of those metallics are actually very surprisingly good. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy because I tend to complain about metallics a lot. I'm gonna be honest, I tend to complain about paints a lot in general. And now, that's the two little things that I wanted to use that on. I'm just thinking I have like little bits in here. Let's use this in here. And I know that I'm just, messing with paints all over the place instead of just finishing this build, but I'm in the mood to mess with them. And we're gonna use this on those little fins in here in the backlights. Or they could be exhausts, whatever you choose. Yeah. Now the rest of this I need to pick up in a any kind of like dark metallic, so I decided to use a broadsword silver. That's gonna be my color of choice for the rest of the pieces. Well, we still have those pipes which I think I'm gonna pick up either in yellow or red. I still have to consider it. I think that all of those browns and golds are making this car yellowish enough, so we're gonna pick it out in a red to make it different. Yeah. All right, so we have one thing, then we have that cannon over here. I'm gonna be honest, I picked up that car and I wasn't really sure what I'm gonna do with it, but it very quickly became in my head canon a flying car, and I'm actually happy with how easy it is, because the only 3D printed part I used was this cannon. The rest are just pieces of plastic and the wheels and rubber bands, which make it a build that anyone can attempt fairly easy, especially that you don't need those extra wheels on the front and the back that I added. They are just, in my opinion, just kind of extra jets. Yeah, that's what I was planning them to be anyway. And yeah, you don't need them if you really don't have the spare wheels. So basically you just need a little bit of a gun, which you can make out of a piece of pipe to mount as a weapon on this bad boy, and super glue, wheels, and the rubber band that you stole from a female member of your family, and you have basically the cheapest build, well, excluding Bone Shaker or one of those post-apocalyptic looking already cars, yeah, that you can think of. Because quite literally, if I exclude that 3D printed weapon, then it is a cost of, and those two wheels, that's the cost of the car plus a rubber band and super glue. Yeah, so extremely cheap car to build, and in my opinion it actually looked very well. Yeah, I was a little bit skeptical that I'm not gonna bring it to the level that I want, but nope, it is an easy build. I'm gonna actually make this fun metallic in here. And now, yeah, I'm gonna just paint this, and I don't know what you noticed, but I have little flags in here. I need to wait for them to dry, then I'm gonna paint them white, and I'm gonna glue them onto the back of the car. Again, those flags made out of pieces of plastic art plus the paper clips. So not the rocket science, yeah, fairly easy to build. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna be back. I'm just gonna finish this because yeah, everything is too wet, and if I'm gonna keep on going, I'm gonna mess up this entire car. So I need to leave it for a minute to dry, and then I can finish the jet engines, and I'm just gonna paint those pipes red off screen, yeah. And then we're gonna look at those banners, what we're gonna do with them, yeah, and we're gonna finish the car. So here we are, we have our flags, they are roughly painted, and What I want to do is apply decals to them, and I suck at applying decals, so let's hope that I don't gonna screw it up. There is a big chance that I will. Yes, I'm trying to start from the, I think what is gonna be the easiest ones, the black ones. And I don't want to apply both of them at the same time, because again, I'm afraid that I'm gonna screw it up. Yeah, and painting details like that on those flags would be, well, at least tedious. At best, you know, at worst, outside of my skill level. Come on, decal. Yeah, that's the thing with decals. You have to be patient, and I'm not. Come on, separate from the paper. To be honest, I haven't applied decals like in 2 years, so. Oh, okay. It starts separating. So let's hope for the best, expect the usual. Come on. So those decals are basically a nail art decals. Like I said, I suck at applying decals of any kind. That's why most of my 40k vehicles don't have any decals on them, because yeah, you see what's happening in here. Yeah, I don't have patience for it or the skills. Yeah, and I know this is a lame excuse, because you learn this skill by doing it, but I really hate dealing with decals. But in this particular case scenario, I think that they're gonna just be so cool, you know, as a banners. So yeah, that's the second one. Yeah, so I already showed you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the camera, and I'm gonna do the other two. So you can see I have in here lady and some other flowers. And yeah, once I have that, we're gonna be back gluing this together, and that's it basically. Okay, so we are at the end of the video. I did screw up one of the flags, this one in particular. I forgot to take the plastic protector, so you can see the shinier part in here is the one that I screwed up, and you can see most of them did turn out quite well. I like the geisha in here. Yeah, it's a very nice looking banner. Yeah. So this is gonna be my Sakura team, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, you know, a Asian themed team. Well, yeah, sponsor, I guess. I know that there is one already existing, but I think that Sakura, you know, as a, you know, the Japanese names kind of sounds better to me. You can see I paint the paints in the I paint the pipes in red, and what I added as well is a little bit of a glow to the engines, so I make them glow orange. Yeah, and I'm thinking that, you know, whenever it speeds up, it would be, you know, more under this angle than like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know what to do with this car. It was sitting in the box for a while, and I was thinking it's gonna be no nuisance, yeah, but it turned out actually much better than I was expecting. And you know, I really hope that you like this video, because this is my version of the spin table until I find my charging cable, because I'm a dummy and I left it somewhere and I don't remember where it is. Yeah, but what do you think about this car? I really like it. I think that I'm gonna be using definitely on this particular team more of those banners. Yeah, and they're gonna be, you know, just your typical otaku, guys. Right, everyone, thank you very much for watching. You know what to do. Rate, comment, subscribe, share, and so on. And everyone have a great day and take care. Bye bye.